Hello, I'm Chuck, and welcome to Under the Scope Productions presents the Original Music Showcase. Our mission is simple, to help support original music with our three-step process. Listen, experience, and pass on.
So let's get started. Tonight's artist calls Nashville home, and his love of music began in school with school productions and plays. But shortly after that, he fell in love with the guitar, and his life of music began. And now, it's so powerful that he's even opened his own label. Let's meet Spencer Ezell.
Your reasons, but you won't hear mine. So none of yours are worth my time. I got my walking shoes on, and I'm not too far from home. I don't care who's right or wrong, 'cause I'm almost gone. So you got your feelings, well I got mine too, and they're all undone with you. So reach down deep and find some sympathy before you say so long to me. Hey, I got my walking shoes on, and I'm not too far from home. I don't care who's right or wrong, 'cause I'm almost gone. I got my walking shoes on, yeah, and I'm not too far from home. And I don't care who's right or wrong, 'cause I'm almost gone. I got my walking shoes on, yeah, and I'm not too far from home. No, and I don't care who's right or wrong. I don't care, 'cause I'm almost gone. Na 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 na
So now you got a taste of his music. Let's find out more about him in the interview.
Butterflies in my heart stealing. I still get that first time feeling when I look at you.
Well, I first started singing
singing when I was about 11 years old. It was one of those things I just kind of did and really didn't recognize it as a specific talent or anything. Started singing in school plays and stuff like that, and had a lot of encouragement. Then when I was about 12 or 13 years old, started wanting to learn to play guitar, because one of my friends was starting to play bass. So I said I could learn guitar, and start playing that way. I was absolutely horrible for a couple of years, but I loved it and I kept going and just never stopped. Still playing to this day. 'Cause I remember a time not long ago, we would grab our bags and just hit the road. I love brand new. Do you remember too? The music scene in Nashville has always been very diverse. Nashville is famous for its country music, but there is a rock scene, there's a hip-hop scene, country, pop. It really is a melting pot of all kinds of different genres here in Nashville. When it was you and me, both times in the highway, so lost in your love. Do you feel the same way? Me holding you close, you looking so lovely, me taking you home, you calling me baby. Well, I would say in Nashville, if you're looking to play somewhere or just looking to hear music, there's something for everybody, everywhere. Downtown, right on Broadway and 2nd Avenue, you're going to have a lot of your like cover bands doing country music, the tourist type stuff. But on the outskirts, there are plenty of up-and-coming rock clubs. There's always been rock clubs coming and going, different places to play. So it's very diverse, and the pros of that, again, is that anybody can step in and play anywhere and find something that you like somewhere. Of course, the cons of that would be oversaturation, where it's kind of hard to find your niche market and kind of explore that and succeed in that sometimes. The surprise without a care, the gleam in your eyes, the sun in your hair, take me back there. My first love in music has always been rock. Any kind of rock, hard rock, alternative rock, pop rock, grunge. That's kind of the bands that I started listening to and really getting into. Both of my parents loved 70s and 80s rock, alternative music, so I had the stuff that I was into and loved, and then also got to know some of their stuff that they loved. So it was very diverse. Through the years, I've dabbled a little bit in pop country, a little more in pop, but that's kind of been secondary, I would say, because rock has always been my first love for sure. We would laugh so hard we miss our exit. I didn't care, I just catch the next. They put us way off track.
Now, are you a solo? Are you strictly solo, or are you have an ensemble band, or do you have like guys just come in and out, or?
Kind of all of the above. I'm in a band that I've been in for over 20 years called Generation Down. We're a hard rock band. We had a lot of local success in the Nashville area, but I've always had my own stuff on the side that I didn't necessarily play with that band. So I've had different iterations of that band throughout the years. But I've written several albums of original material. And again, musicians have come and gone, but the mainstay has been Generation Down through the last 20 years or so. When it was you and me, both times in the highway, so lost in your love. Do you feel the same way? Me holding you close, you looking so lovely, me taking you home, you calling me baby.
What's the secret to the success of longevity of 20 years?
Well, it hasn't been consistent to 20 years. We've kind of, just everybody's busy. You know, you have work, you have families, you have schedules to juggle. We've replaced a member here and there. So I would just say just a really good, deep friendship and respect for each other. And probably the bedrock is that is just the love of what we do, the love of the music, the creative process. We love being on stage and playing live. We have a very loyal fan base. We love each and every one of them. They come out and support us. So it really is just the love of doing what we do and being close friends at the same time. A lot of that, I've worked in many different studios, and I've always loved to figure things out creatively, figure out how to do things, not just the live performance part of music, but actually getting in and tracking the instruments and throwing out ideas, putting things together. So as far as self-producing, of course, technology has changed drastically in the past 10 to 15 years especially. So I think all the tools that we have now make it so much easier. If you don't have a string section and you want a string section, it's pretty easy just to add a software string section in. So stuff like that I've always enjoyed doing, just kind of creating. It's another part of the creative process, not just writing the song, but actually building it from scratch and then hearing the finished project. A lot of my songs, the ones that I sent you, a lot of my songs, I would say 90% of them deal with relationships. And that can be the inner workings of relationships, good and bad. Good relationships, bad relationships. There's always an undertone of going through a hard time, but then rising again and becoming more successful and getting through that hard time, believing in yourself, getting your confidence back. So there's always a positive end to a lot of some of the sadder songs as well. And I would say on the new EP that I have coming out, it's a really good mix of that. The name of it is I'm Fine, How Are You? Which is a lot of times that's a programmed response. Maybe you're not fine, but you're just telling people that. So that kind of reflects in the music because there are some songs where it's highlighting some happier personal times and then some not so much.
What part of the process is the most exciting to you?
I would say the most exciting part of the process that I've seen through the years is creating a song. And all songs should be a universal idea, I think, that people can relate to, but have a personal touch. And I think creating that personal message and expressing yourself, and then creating the song in the studio, getting it out there, people hear it, people love it. And then when you're on stage and you see people singing that song back to you, that's absolutely the most rewarding aspect of what I do, I believe.
What's the most challenging part to you?
If you're writing good songs, to continue doing it. I would say that's the most challenging part. Because sometimes you hit a home run and sometimes you don't,
Can you tell when it's a good song, or do you have to wait to see the final version of it to really feel that way?
Well, I would say music is subjective. Of course, some people are going to like it, some people aren't. There's some songs that I've written that I thought were okay, but I was kind of focused more on another song, but then the people gravitated to the song that I thought was okay. But I would say a really easy barometer early on is if I really like it, if I really enjoy listening to myself in that song, then I'm going to be confident that it's going to do well. I don't know if it was necessarily advice, but it was a comment that still sticks with me. Before getting on stage, if you don't still have the butterflies after all those years, then just quit. Which is really interesting because that shows that you're still excited, you still have that adrenaline, you still love it, you're just like a kid again, And I can honestly say, every time I step up on a stage right before, even though I know my stuff, I've done it hundreds of times, I'm still just a little on edge, like, oh, I don't know,
Times have changed, the years go by, but you still drive me out of my mind. Is it too late to go back one more time?
The name of my record label is Avalon Street Records, and I launched that in June of 2023.
And it's, are you like a full production?
Yes, I have a vice president of production, another guy that helps me with production, mixing and mastering, tracking, and all of that. Mostly what I do is I get everything up for distribution and streaming. I work on branding, creating logos, creating merchandise, websites, and all that to kind of assist up-and-coming artists on kind of getting organized and getting their branding together.
Okay. What made you decide to go this route?
It was an idea I had for several years, almost even 10 years ago, but I wasn't exactly sure why I would want to do it or how I would do it, how I would go about it. So it was one of those things where I finally kind of got all of my ducks in a row and put it together, and it's been really, really fun and successful thus far. We're up to about 5 artists right now, and everybody's a different genre, different style of music, different sound, and it's been really fun not just being in the creative process of what I do, but also assisting and helping others because they have different outlooks and stuff as well. So all of us getting together and working on different projects just really, really keeps the creative mind moving.
And be you and me, both times in the highway, so lost in your love. Do you feel the same way? Me holding you close, you could get some love and make me take you home. You can't let me, baby. You were calling me, baby. Oh, I remember when you called me, baby.
So, are you an original artist or in a band and play original music? Well, if you'd like to be on our show, it's easy to do. All you need to do is contact us on Facebook at the DV Showcase page, d.v.showcase. And remember, listen, experience, and pass on original music.
I've tried so hard for so many lives to justify all the hurt inside, but you just kept feeding me those lines, and you don't know you won't fool me this time. Yeah, that face looks quite good on you, the funny tricks that a clown can do. But from your circus I'm bulletproof. Through the fall, through it all, I will run from you. No, you can't deny, no escape from the pain you deal when you spew your fire. I won't believe the disguise that you're hiding behind. Only you does your heart desire. So goodbye. So goodbye. Now don't you go feeling bad for me. This distance you give has set me free. But I'm not alone where you left me. I am loved, I am strong, I am worthy. As for the love you have left behind, that love is lost because you are blind. No, I'm not taking scraps that you've left for me, and you don't know you won't get a crumb from me. No, you can't deny, no escape from the pain you deal when you spew your fire. I won't believe the disguise that you're hiding behind. Only you does your heart desire. So goodbye. So goodbye. I'm looking straight ahead. The times we knew will be all day. Yeah, I picked up what was left of me after your damage set me free. Yeah, I got my own life, and I'm doing just fine. I ain't got no time for your worries and lies. Yeah, I will be my new day. You can go and do the same. Sometimes all we need is a good, good ride. What's that you say? You're gonna change your ways. Well, that's great to hear, but the door's that way.